Good afternoon, Panthers. My name is Desiree Mumphrey, and today we have a very special guest. She is the general manager at Hermann Park Golf Course and PGA golf professional, Maulana Dotch.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
How have you been?
I've been good. Thank you for having me here today.
Thank you so much for coming, and thank you for allowing us to interview you today. So we want to know a little bit about yourself. When did you start golf?
I started playing golf at the age of 11.
11. Oh my gosh. So what initially made you take interest or fall in love with the sport?
It was a struggle. I did not like it at first. My dad started teaching my brothers and I how to play. I have 3 brothers, and my dad was like a weekend golfer. That was his thing. And so he started teaching us how to play, and I didn't like it in the beginning. It was okay, you know, something we did as a family. But then he's like, no, you're going to play golf. And it turned into every day. So
He made you play
he made me play golf. So you picture, you know, 11, 12-year-olds, and nobody else played. No girls, no cousins, you know, family. It was just my dad and me. So he left my brothers alone. So they didn't have to play anymore, but I did. And so every day after school, he'd pick me up and we'd go to the golf course on Saturday mornings, wake up, you know, no watching cartoons or, you know, doing anything until we went to the golf course and practice, and then Sunday after church. So it turned into an everyday.
So all of your time has always went to golf.
Yeah.
How would you say golf relates to your life?
Golf really is my life now. I think about, you know, how I started, how I didn't like it, didn't want to play it. And it took a few years before I really got into it. But now I'm like, I don't know what I would be doing if I wasn't in golf. You know, it's come full circle for me. I've talked to my dad, you know, I was like, oh, you know, I thank you, you know, because I have no idea, you know, where I would be. But the job I have here at Hermann Park Golf Course, the foundation with the girls, like I'm completely engrossed in it, you know. Where I am now, I just want to make sure there are other girls coming behind me that see that there's opportunity, you know, and that they can do what I'm doing or even more.
That's amazing. What would you say is one of the most memorable moments in your career?
I have a couple. One would be when I first met Tiger Woods. I was 15. He gave me a golf lesson. Never forget that. I would say next would probably be when I got my PGA membership. At the time, I didn't recognize the significance behind it. Now I do, that I'm older and I've had it. But when I got my PGA membership into the Professional Golfers Association of America, there was only one other black woman that had membership. And when I realized that, you know, and I was like, oh, wow, okay, I'm number 2. Cool, you know. And so then people are like, no, do you understand what that means, you know? And then I realized the responsibility that came with it, you know, to make sure or to just be there so there can be other women, you know, other black women to get membership, to come into the association. That was very important. And then the last one I would say probably is my position here. I think those 3 would be being a general manager at a golf course, the first African-American woman or black woman to have that position. Means a lot. And like I said, the responsibility that comes with that of having to provide access now. That's what I love about the position that I'm in. Yeah, I manage this facility, you know, we're here for the community, the game of golf, getting players, but I want to make sure that the younger girls coming up have access to the golf course, access somewhere they can come play, they can see me and what I do, and then learn more about the game.
So over time, did you realize you would have that impact on people?
In the beginning, no, I didn't. Because in the beginning, I'm just working. You know, I work at a golf course, I'm just doing my job. You know, I'm going to work every day, coming home, you know, playing here and there, and didn't really see it until later on. And so once I realized it was like, oh, I got to do something now, you know, I gotta make this worth it. You know, I got to make sure this continues on and that I'm contributing, you know, more than just going to work every day. But just seeing, you know, the impact of on people, on girls, on women, it's, you know, makes you feel good that you're able to contribute like that.
That's amazing. I read about you actually. You won the PGA Minority Collegiate Championship, which was considered the most culturally significant championship in college golf in each of your 4 seasons, and you also got the individual women's division championship under your belt. Can you tell us a little bit about that experience? Yeah,
so I attended Bethune-Cookman University, played on their women's team, and we had a pretty strong team. We won that event when we played in each year. Then my senior year, I won the individual medalist. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty significant. You know, that was one of my biggest, largest wins, I would say, in college, you know, for that type of event. And I go back every year. You know, I go back and volunteer as an ambassador. And to go back every year and to see the other girls that are playing now, you know, I'm like, man, I played in this tournament. You know, I won this tournament. And so it's pretty cool. It's now called the PGA Works Championship. So the PGA has come on board to now operate and run that event. So just to see where it is now, you know, versus where it was when I played in it, it has truly grown, and it's a great event. And so I go back every year. I have to.
That's amazing. And I love your dedication, especially knowing that you work with younger individuals. Can you tell us, what is your experience working with like younger little girls?
So when I first got into the industry, that was the first thing I wanted to do was teach, you know. And so I've done that, you know. I taught through First Tee and other junior programs all the way through my career. But when I got to this point here, where I am now at Hermann, I felt like I needed to do more, you know, something that can just take that to the next level. And being in this position, I have the authority or capability to start something that I can make sure that I can put my hands on to ensure that it grows. So I started Journey Through 18. And so it's a foundation for girls, teaching them how to play golf. We do life skill development, leadership skills, mentoring, social activities with the girls, but it's all based around golf. And so I love it. It's fun. The girls come out every Saturday. We have a good time. And so just seeing their excitement to come out and to learn and to play and meet girls, you know, that was important to me too, because it was just myself. You know, when I was growing up, I didn't have any other girls that played. And so I wanted to have this community for the girls where they feel like, oh, I can go here and I can play golf with my friend. I can make friends. So we might go play golf somewhere else, but now I have a friend that plays golf. And so that was really why I wanted to start that foundation and get that going.
I really love that message. And I also wanted to know, do you see any similarities in the younger girls that you notice in yourself or your past self?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Oh, yes. It's funny. You have a wide spectrum. The girls, you have some girls that love it, that's eager, they come out to play. Then you have some girls that like, I'm on the fence. Yeah, it's okay. And then you have some girls that like, I do not want to be here. So I was that I do not want to be here to it's okay to I love it. So I kind of went through that transition. And so when I see the girls that kind of don't want to be here, I try to get them talking. You know, well, what do you want to do? You know, just trying to get that interest to try to tie golf to it some kind of way, you know, to make them open up to the game a little bit more. And then the girls that are on the fence, you know, that same thing, try to talk about what it is they're doing, what they like about the game, how can we do more? And so to get them to where they really want to like it.
Oh my goodness. And as the general manager at Hermann Park Golf Course, what is your vision for Hermann Park Golf Course in the future?
So that's a great question. So when I moved here, I was trying to figure out what can I do? You know, how can I put my stamp on Hermann Park? And so what I noticed immediately is the park. You know, it's people everywhere. So the first thing I wanted to do was create activity. You know, get programs going, have events, do things that bring people to the golf course. Because you hear people say, oh, I know where that course is, but I've never been there, you know, or I've never played that course. So moving forward, I want to continue that. I want to have programs, events, activities within the community with other businesses in the area where it brings people to the course. You know, if they come to the course just to practice, if they come to the course for an event, or if they come to the course to play, we're bringing them to the course. Hermann's a staple, you know. I mean, it's here. There's not much other that we can do. I wish we could expand the course, make it bigger, you know. But I feel like as long as we keep the activity, we keep people coming, we provide the best customer service, we make everyone happy when they get here, they have a good time, they're going to come back. And so I want to maintain that and elevate that for Hermann.
So it's about the experience for you that people have when they come here.
Yeah.
Does your family ever come visit?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah, they come down. My dad would come every weekend if he would like. My parents live in Dallas, and so I talk to them every day. And so Dad was super proud, you know, when I got this position, and he's been all about, oh, when can we come down? When's the next event, you know? So, but they've been here quite a bit since I've been here.
I love that. I know he's super proud of you. I also read that you learned to play on your non-dominant hand. Is that true?
Yeah, so I'm actually left-handed, but I play golf right-handed.
Really?
Yep.
So what were some of the challenges you faced learning how to play on your non-dominant hand?
Honestly, I don't think there were any because I never played left-handed. So when I picked up a club for the first time, it was to swing right-handed. So I never even swung left-handed to know if there was any challenges or differences. My dad was right-handed, my brothers were right-handed, so I just swung with them. And later on learned that it worked to my advantage. It made me a little bit stronger.
I love that. And also the LPGA and girls golf, can you give us some insight on those programs and their importance to you?
Yeah. So as an LPGA member, and LPGA is the Ladies Professional Golfers Association. So you have PGA, which are men, and then LPGA, which are ladies. And so I have membership to both. And so I really wanted to focus on the girls part of that. So the LPGA has what they call girls golf. It's their national program. And so they have sites that host the program. And so Hermann Park is a site. And so that was the first thing I did, signed us up to be a site. And so then I made the girls golf site part of our Journey Through 18 Foundation. So when the girls join the foundation, they are automatically members of girls golf. So they're learning to play golf with these other activities that Journey Through 18 does. And so it just makes it a real well-rounded activity or foundation for the girls. We push the girls golf because that's our, to get them in the door. They want to learn golf. And so LPGA's girls golf has the 5 E's, where the girls learn about energize, engage, enrich, empower, and exercise. So every week we focus on a different E and how they can use that E in their everyday life. And so we just try to make sure we're doing something to encourage them, to grow them, make them more confident in themselves.
I really love that. And what would you say is your favorite part about working here, managing?
I like Houston. I feel like when I moved here, the community embraced me, and that made it so easy, just to come in and to do the things I'm doing now. It means a lot, because some people have bad experiences when they go to a new city or a new job. Right. I did not have that here. And totally grateful. I'm grateful, thankful, and it just helps, what it is we want to do here and what I'm trying to do with the foundation, the girls in the golf course, that much easier. And, that much more important, because they're behind it, And so that's what I really love. The community, even my staff here, everybody's been so welcoming and, what do you want to do? What's the goals? What are we going to do? And they're all behind it.
I love that as well. I'm really happy that you've had a very positive experience in Houston, that everyone has invited you in with open arms and they support your message behind what you're doing. Is there any other things that you didn't get to tell the media or that you didn't get to tell myself about yourself that you want us to know?
I don't know. I mean, I'm family oriented, I'm the only girl, I have 3 brothers. I have a large family. I do a lot with my family. My family's important. Even though it's just me here in Houston, I see them quite a bit. They come down, I go home. I've made some great friends here, which are now my family here in Houston. I've joined a church here, so I'm involved in the community and meeting people. I don't know, I like to cook, love seafood. I don't know, I'm enjoying it. I really am.
I'm really happy you're enjoying everything here. Those are all the questions I have for you today. Thank you so much for allowing us to interview you. And again, as always, my name is Desiree Mumphrey and
Maulana Dotch.
As always, thank you guys so much for tuning in at the KPVU-TV at the Chevron Championship.